I don't know, Fee. I don't know. This whole thing is starting to look real weird and fishy to me. This whole situation, now that I'm thinking about it from the whole rollout of this, you bombing on Kathy in the exit interview, you name dropping Caitlin Clark for no reason. You could have made your point without mentioning Caitlin Clark's name. We don't even know if that's real. Like, we don't know. We don't know. We know Kathy's a liar, but we don't know what's going on for real, for real. You are refusing to meet with her, but you running around doing shows with Kamala Harris. What you gonna be on Stephen A next? You doing Kamala Harris, Stephen A. You might be on Gil's Arena. You doing everything but meeting with Kathy Engelbert and trying to get a new CBA done. I don't know how you refusing to actually negotiate is helping get a deal done. And no deal done is benefiting Unrivaled, which we all know is a complete conflict of interest. This is crazy. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, hype the video. Listen, Napheesa Collier took a stand versus Kathy Engelbert. We all understand and we all respect that. We've been blasting Kathy Engelbert for her negligence with the refs and all of this stuff. But Napheesa refusing to meet with her is a little weird because it's October. The deadline is October. How are we supposed to get a deal done? We're trying to have a 2026 season. You running around doing shows with Kamala Harris and all these other people, Pat McAfee. You running around doing all this stuff when you need to be meeting with Kathy and y'all need to be trying to get a deal done. Let's take a look at what Napheesa Collier had to say on Kamala Harris on this unreasonable conversations thing.
I am on the union for our CBA negotiations, like our collective bargaining negotiations for our league. And so for so long, I felt like I saw what was going on behind closed doors. For so long, we tried to have these conversations and move the needle in those meetings that we would have with the league, within our leadership. And I saw nothing was changing. Coaches, winning and losing alike, were complaining about the same things over and over again, players over and over again, and we weren't seeing a change that our leadership was trying to make. And I think I just got to the point where I was fed up. Yeah. And, you talked about this with me backstage and it just resonated so much. It's just like, whether I was gonna get, annihilated for this or people were gonna support me, I felt what I was doing was right. I felt like it needed to be said. So no matter the consequences, I felt like it was something that needed to be done.
All of that is cool. I'm not mad at none of that. The only thing I don't like about what you did was I feel like you used Caitlin Clark's name for clout. And that is why Stephanie White came out and said it's not cool and she feel like y'all using Caitlin Clark as a pawn in y'all negotiations and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was on your knees, hands and knees, begging for her to be an Unrivaled. She dubbed y'all 2 years in a row. And it's just like, bro, you need to be trying to get a deal done here. I get what you're saying on the panel. Yes, there was negligence on her part. We've been complaining about the refs. A lot of the same things you were talking about, we have been saying for 2 years. It's just weird that all of a sudden you want to take this grand stand. All of a sudden, once you got hurt and your team is eliminated, now it's fine to go out publicly and blast her. Y'all ain't been saying nothing all. Y'all like, come on now. Come on. When Caitlin Clark was the one getting the hell beat out of her, all of y'all was cool. All of y'all was quiet. Y'all was running around bragging on this league is built up on the physicality and this and that. All of this other nonsense. All of this nonsense. But once it started happening to y'all, now y'all couldn't take that treatment. Y'all called her fans annoying. Y'all called her fans annoying. Y'all said y'all don't want her fans. When her fans was the ones bringing in all the numbers, y'all just tried to just kick out an entire fan base of people. Y'all called a whole state of people racist, all types of stuff. And it's just like the convenience of you to drop her name, but you never had that conversation with her behind closed doors. You said you was having these conversations with Kathy behind closed doors and all of this and all of that. Why didn't you let Caitlin Clark know what was being said if you cared so much? Why is it that her name was brought up when it was used to benefit and broaden your point and bring more light on your point? Because you knew saying that, all of Caitlin Clark's fans, we was already bombing on Kathy Engelbert. That would just give us even more reason. Now you got the Caitlin Clark fans on your side. Now you got Caitlin Clark people on your side for Unrivaled. All of this stuff, man. And it's just shaky. It looks shaky, the fact that you will go on all these other platforms, but you will not sit down with the person you need to sit down with to get a new CBA done. How is this how are you going on Kamala Harris? How is that helping us get a CBA done? You already blasted her. She already looks crazy. The lady's she made the news already. She's on Good Morning America. The point has been made. The point has been made. At this point in time, now you need to be trying to get a deal done. Everybody's on your side. Kathy Dinglebutt is what they calling her or whatever. Like, everybody agrees with you. Now go get a deal done. Go get a deal done. You keep saying, oh, nothing's getting done behind the scenes, so I went public. Okay, you went public. Now it's time to go back behind the scenes and get the deal done, bro. How important is it to you to have a WNBA 2026 season? That's what I would like to know. That's what I would like to know. If the money is right, but they're saying there's no Unrivaled, is that going to be a holdup for you? Because that's not fair for everybody else. It's really not. It's really not. It looks really weird that you blasted her. You blasted her. And if what you're saying is true, you would have no problem going face to face and saying, how dare you try to go up there and call me a liar? You know that's what you said. You would have no problem saying it. It's almost like you're avoiding conversation. You're avoiding the negotiation. The deadline is October, people. It is October right now. How much of a priority is it to you to get a deal for you to get a deal done for the 2026 WNBA season? That's what I would like to know. None of this is making sense. You going on all these other platforms isn't making sense because we heard you loud and clear. Everybody on every network has spoke about it and supported you. You have people calling for Kathy Engelbert's job. You got Stephen A. Smith saying she should resign. All of this stuff. There's no need for you to go on more platforms. The need is to go and have meetings and get the deal done. That is what should be happening, but you seem to want to do otherwise. I don't know how this benefits the players. I don't know how this benefits the fans. It does not seem like getting a deal done, a new CBA for the WNBA 2026 season is much of a priority to yours, or else you would be sitting down with her, getting meetings and getting this hammered out. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.